America brand, I have the Fanttik Aero X robotic pool cleaner, and it comes with its own controller. There's lots of ways to use this manually. So on goes my Fanttik Aero X. It's on floor mode. It's just connected to the app. Each time I move it to the left, it'll cycle through the cleaning. It has built-in voice prompts that provide real-time feedback. Right now, it's telling me each of the buttons it's on. I've never seen this in a pool cleaner before. This makes using it really easy. Check this out. I have a recipe of disaster to show you how well the Fanttik Aero X robotic pool cleaner works. This is sand and pebbles, and it's very heavy. And these are the tea leaves. We're gonna read tea leaves today. This is the dirt and mess that represents what's in your backyard. The kids can bring in the sand from their feet, but then they also can bring heavy debris like rocks and pebbles. So in goes the mess. First is going in the sand. Now sand's gonna get in from the kids' feet and dirt, and that also is gonna cloud up the water. Can you see that? Not only is it gonna clean the bottom of the pool, but it's also gonna rush all that water through this device and filter the water for crystal clarity as well. And here are the pebbles that are left over. Those are really heavy. And these are gonna hit rock bottom fast. Heavy things like rocks can happen when there's a wind event. Fronds from palm trees and kids with toys can bring in heavier debris to the bottom of your pool. So this is gonna be a really great test as to how well the Fanttik Aero X can pick up heavy debris as well. And we have the tea leaf. These are all the leaves that can blow into your pool from the wind. We're gonna have a whole lot of those in this pool too. And now it's time to pour in the tea leaves and read them. I think this is a recipe for success with the Fanttik Aero X robotic pool cleaner. And so with all that mess, it's time for me to put the Fanttik Aero X into the pool. Ready for some action, Jackson. Into the pool it goes. With its cord. Down it goes to the bottom of the pool. It's set to floor mode, so it's going to expel any air within it so it can sink. That's why you see all those bubbles. And here it goes to clean the bottom of the pool. Because my mess is very defined, I'm going to use the remote control to make my Aero X go to exactly where I want it with all the pile of the rocks and the sand underwater. It's going to stop at that very certain place as I control it for you so you can see how it's going to work just within that particular mess. We're going to see the rotating brush. It's going to continue to operate autonomously as that exceptional traction moves it along the pool floor. In good speed, they call it SwiftCruise. This is the fastest moving pool cleaner I've seen. It's targeting all that mess because I'm operating it with the controller. Check out how I move the toggle. It's like a joystick on a gaming device. It is very responsive to the ways I press the toggle. And look at it clean. This mess represents many times wind events and weather can concentrate a mess like at the bottom of your pool, maybe in the deep end. This represents when that happens. That's a very common occurrence in pools. By the way, this Fanttik Smart Robotic Pool Cleaner, the Aero X, won the 2025 American Good Design Award even before it was released for sale. That mess I had made was so dramatic, and by directing the Fanttik Aero X with my controller, I was able to clean this mess in only 5 minutes. I had set my Fanttik Aero X back and forth, and you can even see it jump on that wall and go back in because part of the mess was right in the crevice of where the floor becomes the wall. I kept after that mess until it was all done, and I wanted to show you it was able to pick up all that sand and all of those heavy pebbles. You might have wondered like I did, is it really able to get heavy dirt messes in a strange place like the beginning of the slope of the wall? Well, this proves it can. And then I'm using my remote, getting it back into that area. I was not precise with my remote work. I'm really not a very good gamer, for those who know my channel. So my joystick work was a little haphazard. So this makes the point, you don't have to be a professional gamer or know how to use these kind of toggle controls very well, because if I can do it, you can do it, even for a mess like this. Now, the floater that you see on that cord is what's receiving this signal from my remote. It sends the signal right back down to the Fanttik Aero X to get it to follow my controlling of it precisely. And it was game over. my work was done. That big mess was cleaned up excellently by my Fanttik Aero X because it's the world's first S-FSD Turbo Clean Robotic Pool Cleaner, which means it's the first full self-driving robotic pool cleaner. The Fanttik Aero X is the world's first robotic pool cleaner that's equipped with a dual system design. The roller brush and the wheels operate independently as two different systems. So the wheels will send it where it needs to go, in this case, into this big mess. And the roller brush is cleaning no matter where the wheels take it. The roller brush doesn't need to steer it, and that gives it more efficient cleaning. So here we are reviewing how the Fanttik Aero X cleaned that mess with all its features. Also, the Aero X features 12 high-precision sensors, and all of that helps the FSD Smart Path Planning experience, whether it's doing your full pool or this highly specific directed cleanup. The 12 sensors consist of 2 water immersion sensors, 2 sonar sensors, like sea animals pick up sonar underwater. Also, it has a gyroscope sensor right in the core of the module, and that's so it can level itself out and grasp whatever surface it's at, whether it's the floor bottom or the floor walls. It also has an acceleration sensor that helps propel it so fast the way it goes. It senses where to go. So when it's making a quick path, it can go straight, but if it's going to go to a wall, it'll slow down. That's what the acceleration sensor does. It also has 4 power sensors and 2 speed sensors. That's 12 sensors altogether. That's a first in its class. Those pebbles were heavy. They were the size of small rocks, but with only a few passes, it got every single one of them up. And did you see how fast it cleaned that up? This cleans much faster than other pool robotic cleaners. Now let me show you it cleaning the pool as if it wasn't targeted at that mess. This is a pattern. There are many different patterns you can choose from, but I chose this pattern. It has a 4-time cleaning efficiency than other robotic pool cleaners. Now you can see that as it's going back and forth on the pool. It can clean a maximum size of 5,382 square feet. That is huge. This pool is around 3,000 square feet. And this is a really big pool. It's made for large pools because it has a 6-hour maximum battery life. That is double the battery life of most other pool cleaners. And the fact that it runs so fast while it's cleaning means you get much more of the pool surfaces and the pool water cleaned much more quickly. It has many different patterns, and in this pattern, I thought it was most efficient for my rectangle pool, but pools have many different shapes. This one fit mine well. With that 4-time cleaning efficiency, the Aero X Pool Robot redefines the cleaning speed because its maximum speed can reach 30 meters a minute and clean up to 1,076 square feet an hour. Because of its speed and because of that wider rotating brush, that's almost 16 inches. It covers a larger area in the same amount of time because of those factors. That means you can get your pool cleaned faster. It has something called Aquapilot, and the Aquapilot is governed by those 12 sensors. And that's what gives it an accurate tracking system to know where its position is in your pool. It navigates to get every part of your pool efficiently. It has a proprietary navigation algorithm, and that's what optimizes the cleaning path. And when you do your whole pool, it will navigate efficiently to cover the floor, the walls, and the water line for a thorough cleaning of your pool with that 6-hour battery capacity. The brush in the front is 15.7 inches wide. It's a very wide brush that's scrubbing your floors and on the sides. It is great for any pool with a hard surface, whether it's tile or, in this case, plaster, anything at all. It will scrub whatever surface it's on. And you also control it by the app on your phone, so you get to pick how you want to control it. I want to show you how great the app is in controlling your Fanttik Aero X. The Fanttik Aero X has the most amazing cleaning efficiency because for every minute, it will get 12 square meters clean, which is about 130 square feet. And if you do that by the hour, it can clean whole entire pool. That is 5,381 square feet in an hour. It cleans fast. fast. Let me show you what it does to the waterline. It knows to stay at the waterline. It stays at the waterline and moves horizontally, scrubbing it. This footage is really amazing, and this is really what it does. The front tough silicone rubber on those front rollers is scrubbing that. Now that's going to break free any of the algae or suntan oil, calcified water stains. It breaks it free, and then it pushes it towards its vacuum inside to suck that inside of it and bring those materials into its very fine filter. More about that filter later. The waterline is where it usually would stick, and you'd see those different levels as the water evaporates. All of that stuff makes like bathtub rings around your pool. You probably know that, because you probably have spent some time, if you own a pool, to clean the water line. It's one of the worst areas to try to clean. It's such a pain. It is so uncomfortable to try to clean that with a brush yourself, leaning over and doing that. Well, not anymore. The Fanttik Aero X is superb at cleaning water lines, and leaves are often at a water line. It will suck up the leaves at the water line as well. My little tea of those leaves floated up to the water line, and in they went, right into the filter. And you don't have to take out your Fanttik Aero X when it's done cleaning, because it has that 6 hours of charge going. It may not take 6 hours to clean your whole pool, so you can leave it in there. But when it is done with its battery and it needs to be recharged again, it'll find its way to the side, and that's where you just retrieve it, like I'm doing here. I put it on the side of the pool and let the water drain out. It's not too heavy. Some robot pool cleaners are very heavy. This one is not too heavy for even me to handle. So I just set it over on the side of the pool and let all the water drain out before I hooked it up to the battery charger. And after you clean your pool, this is how you clean the filter. You just simply open up the top and lift the basket up out of the device with its handle. And then at the bottom of the basket, you snap it open, and there is your filter basket. Now look at that. And there's the filter bag. So you just take it off the bottom of your filter. Mine was really bad. I'm showing you what's in it. It got the leaves, it got the dirt, it got the sand. It's reusable. And I just hose off the bottom of the filter basket. Give it a shot inside if you want to, with the water, and on back goes the filter basket, right around the intake valve. Isn't that interesting? The water will be sucked up through that filter basket. I love that design. Snap it back closed, pick it up by the handle, and back into your device it goes, ready for next time. When you order your Fanttik Aero X pool cleaner, it comes right to your door. It was delivered in this box. I put the box on my kitchen floor, and I opened it, and inside the cardboard box was another box. Here are all sides of the box that it'll arrive in. And then I opened the box, and here's how it comes packaged with a QR code right on top. That's so you can download the app right away with some other instructions. Underneath that was the main unit, very well wrapped, so nothing would get damaged during shipping. A great packaging design. So in this cardboard box, where you can download your Fanttik app, there are accessories inside. I unwrapped the main unit and I put it on my kitchen counter. This is what it looks like. I love the black and the yellow. The yellow is a complementary color to blue, which makes it really easy to find when it's in your pool. You can spot it quickly. Here are all sides of it. I wanted to show you what it looked like from every angle. And right on it, it's going to remind you of the great features it has. The TwinFlex, the AdapDrive, the SwiftCruise, the Autopilot. Those features make it unique. Here's the top of it, and here is the inside. It's made of high quality materials. Here's the front of it with the controls. This is for manual usage. I like that it has 3 ways to use it, manually, on the app, and also the controller. The buttons are large and easy to see what each is for. On the very front with the controls is the charging port. It's waterproof, so you take the cap off to get to the charging ports. It has a special unique design. They only fit one way, so you're not going to plug it in reversely. That's smart. On each of the sides, it has handles for easy pickup. And here are close-ups of the wheels and the traction. High quality silicone rubber is used. I put it on its side so I can show you underneath. And you can really see those treads. We can see the wheel on top and the Caterpillar tractor style treads for maneuverability and scaling up walls. And just for the fun of it, I pulled on the treads of the Caterpillar style roller so you can see the wheels go around independently. Now here's the roller. This works independently. It has nothing to do with the direction your Fanttik Aero X pool cleaner is going. Its sole purpose is to scrub. That's a unique feature in a pool cleaner. This is 15.7 inches long, which helps make cleaning fast. Here's more shots of the undercarriage, and here is the buoy handle. This is going to float. The buoy handle is what communicates with the remote control device. That's what gives a signal so you can use this with the remote control. It's the communications brain. Here is a cord that I connected to semi-floating cable. It will connect in a waterproof way. Now here is the filter. It's an extra large filter. Here's the bottom of it, and the bottom will flip open so you can empty it easily. Here's the back side of it, and on the box of the accessories, it has the easy directions. It tells you how to take it out of the device with the handle, how to open the filter basket clip, and more directions on how to use the filter basket. Inside the box, everything was packed well. I took everything out of the box. I took the wrapping off, and here's the user manual and the quick start guide. I opened up the quick guide so you can see how well it was illustrated. The instructions were so easy to understand. This was a simple robotic pool cleaner to use. I flipped it over so you can see the back side too. And here is the user manual. I opened that up so you can see as well. The instructions are very well illustrated and easy to understand. Now here is the remote. I unpackaged that. It came with 3 batteries. And here's the front of the remote. It comes with a toggle on top. Below that is a button to press it into auto or manual mode. There is a play button to the right above that for starting and pausing your pool cleaner. And below that is just a simple on and off switch. And here is the charger. It comes with a 2-prong electric connection to your home electrical outlet. And on the other side is the port to plug into your machine for charging. And here are the 3 AA batteries to insert into your remote control. Here's an extra filter bag to get the very fine sand and dust from your pool water and pool floor. This goes into your main filter like this. It just fits right in, and I like to have this because I think it makes my water cleaner whenever I use my Fanttik Aero X. And once it's in, you just snap back the top and you're all set. That's how the filter is inserted and operates. And here I am inserting the charging plug into the front of my Aero X and then plugging in the cord into any North American 120 USA household outlet. 2-prong plug. For every full charge, you get 6 hours of battery time. And when it's charging, you'll see a green light indicating it is charging. You've made connection. And when it's fully charged, that's the time to download it to your app. I had used a QR code that came with it, and the screens of downloading are like any other download. It was super easy to connect it, and it came with a quick guide to give you a tutorial on how to use it. The Bluetooth connection was quick and fast. I added my Fanttik Aero X, and immediately it was ready to start. I went through, I chose my language, and I wanted my measurements to be in the US measurement, square feet. And there's all kinds of information like the battery power and other things that you can find on the app. And here I am going through the different menus. You can set the time you want it to clean on the different modes. If you only want your floor clean for 1 hour, you can set it to 1 hour, 2, whatever you like. I thought that was interesting to be able to have more thorough clean if you decide. You can also change the speed settings. Now that's pretty fantastic to have it go slow when it's cleaning or fast when it's cleaning. It's very customizable. With the app, you can also set it on a schedule of cleaning. I thought I'd try Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I told it what time to start cleaning and that I wanted to clean my entire pool. I can choose minutes or hours. All of that is all adjustable. And then I enabled that schedule. You can also adjust how fast you want your roller brush to go with a toggle. And you're all ready for next time. And in the meantime, you have a gorgeous pool, crystal clear, so inviting, just ready for you and the kids to jump in. It's pool party time. The flamingos are out. They're waiting for company. They seem kind of lonely in that pool. It's time to tell the neighbors to come over. Ah, how beautiful and relaxing a clean pool is. So inviting. Click the link below to get your Fanttik Aero X robotic pool cleaner. Fanttik is currently running a buy one get one free promotion. When you purchase one robot, you'll get a free W10 Apex cordless chainsaw valued at $150, or you can choose a free C8 Nano electric scissor, which is valued at $70. The Amazon links to that will be in my description below. I'm Rebecca Brand. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And today's recipe is for a really clean pool. See you next time. Here's more over there, including some of my recipes for you to take poolside.